So we want the all-in version, right? I mean, I know what it's like to just hem and haw, and I know that there's people who are watching this. I don't know where you specifically are at, unless I do know you intimately in that way, and I do know. But for most people here, I don't know exactly where you're at. You might be like, this is too much for me, Kat. I just want to know how to get my message out, make more money, reach more people, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Like the things that I said about the message that you're here to shake the world with, and just couple that with consistency and showing up and, you know, being diligent and various things that you can find in the trainings in the dashboard, and what I spoke about last week as well in the automated Holy Spirit-led marketing will, you know, it kind of gives you everything you need, because the reality is that the worldly way is, it's pretty simple. Like I didn't do anything special. I just was very consistent, and I was very adherent to speaking from a place of who I really believed I was meant to be, rather than whatever insecurity or doubt or self-consciousness that I felt at the time. And so for years, people didn't know I'm a huge natural introvert. I don't carry on like that in real life. I'm like the shy, quiet one hiding in the corner. You know, I find it hard to like connect with new people or walk into a room full of people and that kind of thing. I've certainly grown through a lot of that as time went on, but I just brought something out of me that I believed was meant to come out of me, and I was consistent. I was disciplined. I was diligent. I just did what I said I would do 99.999% of the time. And then I kept going. But the thing is that as I continued to step into that way of showing up, like believing in and backing myself and being willing to do the work, of course I gathered up a freaking troop of demons in my wake every which way that I went, because I became prideful about my own abilities, and I started to learn how to back and believe in myself more through myself, which there's not even any such thing as that. You're always interacting with the spirit realm. So if I wasn't being led by the Holy Spirit, I was being encouraged and led along by, well, a Jezebelic spirit is a prime one, like the woman, you know, seductress who positions and cavorts herself in a certain way, and certainly she's one of the dominant spirits of the coaching world. And then the Leviathan spirit, the spirit of pride, you know, me being me, and then self-sufficiency, backing yourself, also a prideful spirit, and many others as well. I'm not going into a deliverance mode right now, but if you're not being led by the Holy Spirit and surrendered to the Holy Spirit by conscious choice and your own free will, you will fall into submission to other spirits where you never chose to do that. Mostly, some people do. I didn't choose to. I wasn't trying to summon up demons or come into agreements with the satanic kingdom. Some people do that deliberately, but you will. It's just going to happen all the time. And that's what self-sufficiency leads to. You know, like 666 is not even the devil's number. It's the number of man. Look it up. So the biggest fall for man is that I know better than God. I mean, that's where it all started, right? The apple in the Garden of Eden. Don't you think that if God really wanted you to whatever, like surely God would, surely you know better, essentially. So we've got to bring that back into our daily lives, you guys. It has to be in our daily lives. I apologize. I'm going to flick out of the screen and check that my code went through to this guy, okay? Because it's quite important. Okay, he didn't write back, so I'm going to assume it's all good. It has to be a part of our daily lives. It just has to be. We do not have the capability, and we are not designed in such a way where we will get it right. We want to believe that we can figure it out, that we know what's right, that we can discern right from wrong, that we can make the right choices, that we know where our focus or energy or time should go, that we know what needs to be attended to. We've got an agenda, we've got a schedule, we've got a dream, we've got a vision, we've got a plan. We're conscious of time, we're conscious of how many different things are going on in our lives. So we also just want to be, you know, good stewards of time. And sometimes you can have the so-called best of intentions from a fleshly perspective, but the best of the flesh is still sin, death, and destruction. And maybe this is a hard message to hear for some people. And like I said, if you just want to be disciplined and diligent and show up and share your message with people that you believe you're meant to shake the world with, go do that.